Hi, this is a quick update of some of the changes that has happened to Mark Studio. This is scheduled to be an update for August. Uh, Here's what we are going to do today. We're going to introduce some of the new capabilities, give you an update into what's coming up in the next couple of months, or at least the next month, and then provide you with a way to reach out to us to request enhancements and provide feedback, or if you're already using Mark Studio to manage your digital verifiable credentials. So you might be familiar with Mark Studio. Mark Studio is credential management, lifecycle management platform available from studio.dhiway.com. We have been working on it for the better part of a year and a half now or more. And we have constantly introduced new capabilities. This small presentation is an introduction to some of the new capabilities that are available right now. If you log in or if you haven't logged in, if you have not created an account, you can sign up at studio.dhiway.com, activate your account and get started by issuing a number of kinds of verifiable credentials. Let's get into some of the new capabilities that are there. So we've got a whole bunch of new things that are now available, including elements in the new template designers. You need templates to create the basis for the credentials that you design. You also have ways to manipulate fonts, images, and objects. The most important thing in the credential and the template is the marks on the screen that you see. We have introduced some new improvements in how you can create custom marks. You can introduce custom patterns. We made it easier to access your recently used marks and all of that. And the basic idea of this set of improvements has been to make it easier for anybody to manage the draft templates, go from having 0 templates to issuing your first credential using a template that you have designed from scratch, or sometimes you might be finding it more easy to use some of our built-in templates and then begin from there. So we'll go to the next slide, which is a screenshot about some of the new templates that are there. So you see, we originally had the certificate and the identity kind of template. Basically, certificate is for any kind of certificates that you would issue. The identity is for ID cards. Now we have a whole bunch of other things as well. For instance, we have things around specific objects. You can create certificates for hackathons, a grade sheet. You can use workplace credentials like promotion letters, relieving letter, offer letter. You can have transcript. There's a new thing that has gotten added called the event pass. Let's say you are creating an event and you want to issue passes to all your participants and attendees. You can just quickly go to use this existing template and build your event pass with all the designs and all of that, and then issue it electronically. They can carry it. You can scan it at the gate, and you know that all those who have been invited and they have been put in. And you can essentially then ensure that you have a better gate management systems. Now, this is all live today on Mark Studio. Remember that, and you can just get in started and get started right away. This one is about some of the improvements that we have done in the template design. As you can see, the template, the various things around the font objects, the way you can use various alignment and the font weights and all of that are well designed. Shapes are also handily available, so all you can do is do drag and drop. This particular section has been redesigned to ensure that you can manipulate the template better and quickly add elements that you require. This is an interesting thing. This is essentially when you have a template that has 2 pages. So you can, as you can see, there's page 1. This one is page 2. You can use this on to add that kind of an additional page. The idea is that you sometimes have credentials like a pass or even an ID card that requires a front face and a back face. And over here, you can use these multi-page templates to be able to build and design and create one. So new capabilities that are available are also around the space metadata. So earlier you used to have as mandatory items the space name and the description. Today we have additional items like space tags for you to be able to manage your spaces. You can quickly choose the design that you've created through the template designer and then add it over here. These 2 things, which is the space details, is essentially that allows somebody to also see details about what is the content that they're viewing. For instance, if you have issued certificates for a hackathon, you can add the link to the hackathon page, competition page, or your own web page over here. And when that certificate, the hash mark on the certificate is scanned, they'll get the details, so they know, okay, this particular credential is linked to that particular event. So there's a bit of a mapping that they can do in their mind visually and also visually by clicking on that. This URL becomes a clickable item when the verifier is actually viewing the credential. The idea for the workflow in the new spaces is very simple. It's 3-click. You choose a space name, you choose a design, and you start adding records to the space. So this allows you to manage the spaces better, as well as you are now able to handle some of the objects around it better as well. Some of the upcoming capabilities in Mark Studio includes additional formats to be made available for downloads. A lot of organizations have the need that they outsource their printing for items like ID cards, and the printers require them the download in specific image formats, like let's say a JPEG and similar. So now you can actually download them in that specific format and hand it over to, if you have a printing process that requires you to be sending it over to them. We have additional new templates and schema being added. Multi-page template management is going to improve by leaps and bounds. You can also, we are adding some new customization elements to Mark. And the most important thing is that the improvement in the error messages on the UI are now going to be visible, which ensures that you are now going to be able to self-manage and understand why a particular set of error messages. For instance, if you have been trying to upload records and it doesn't get uploaded, so the error messages will now prompt you with more helpful ways in which you can look at either the bulk upload template or the particular way you have entered the record, if you're adding a single record, to be able to make sure that you can fix the thing. Now, a lot of cases you might be using Mark Studio and you have already been talking to us. If you are not, we are just getting started with Mark Studio. You can always reach out to us for feedback, enhancements, and provide inputs on things that you would like to see in a platform that is a verifiable credential lifecycle management platform like Mark Studio. We always welcome input. It allows us to build these features and enhancements and make the experience better for our users. Reach out to us at support@dhiway.com. And we should be getting going on that. Thank you so much. I hope you'll be using Mark Studio very soon and be able to get started and do whatever you want to do in your digitally verifiable credentials lifecycle journey. Bye.